Hello, I'm Simge Walsh. I'm working for Dassault Systèmes nearly 11 years. And today I will talk to Gian Calise to hear his journey in Dassault Systèmes. I know he joined us as an intern and he stayed as an employee. And his journey must be really inspiring for the students who wants to have her or his internship and stay in that company. So, hello Gian, how are you?
I'm great, Simge. How are you?
Great, thank you very much. I really wonder your story because I know you from the first day you joined the team, but you were an intern years ago, 2016, 18?
18.
18. I really wonder which college you went, how did you find Dassault System, why you stayed, how old you were. So can you please talk about your journey a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, so I graduated from Tufts University in 2018 with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So, like a lot of students today, I thought, well, maybe I should go get a master's. So I started looking into getting a master's, and I still wasn't sure about that. And then I stumbled into this internship that they basically said if you want to have this internship, you need to, be in a master's program at least. So that kind of forced me into the path that I ended up going on, or it helped bring me onto this path. And after the first internship, I knew that I loved the people here.
What was the year when you joined us as an intern?
It was 2018 when I joined as an intern. I was 22 years old.
And how was your first day here?
It was a lot of onboarding, but I do remember I made a pretty good friend, actually, who I still keep in touch with. We were the only two wearing ties when we
So cute.
yep, trying to be good, studious people.
Of course.
I think it was the first day that I was in a tie, and my boss came up, my manager, and said, "Yeah, you're not going to wear ties here." So that was the first and last day I had to be super formal here because it's a very casual workplace for the most part.
Of course, of course, of course. So you joined to which team in Dassault Systèmes SolidWorks?
So in Dassault Systèmes SolidWorks, I was in the R&D group defining the future of SolidWorks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, they threw us right into the thick of it. It was really an amazing process to be a part of, and I've since had another internship where I worked with the education group, so trying to help enable teachers to be able to teach SolidWorks.
After the R&D one?
Yes.
So how long you worked with R&D and then how did you go to education team?
So I did a 9-month internship with R&D, and then I was off for 3 months while I was focusing on my master's, 3 to 6 months, and then I still wasn't totally sure what else I wanted to do, but I knew I was really enjoying my time with SolidWorks. I reached out to my old boss. He connected me with my next boss for that internship, who I'm also still very close with today. We text all the time,
Sweet.
and it was an amazing job too.
How long you stay in that group?
The education group, I was there for about 6 months before I went full time. And that internship in education was, looking back on it, it was such a foresight into the future because now I also teach SolidWorks at Tufts on the side. So it kind of set up really nicely for me to go, build on those skills I had and then give back, to my old college.
So you learned SolidWorks when you joined Dassault or you already knew it?
I actually didn't know it very well. I had a little bit of experience, but once I got here, I became an expert in like the first 4 months or so because that's what they wanted us to do. They said, whenever you have downtime, go learn and try to pass these certification exams. And that's what we did, as interns.
Yeah, I will jump to 3D Experience Works as well because I know you are kind of hero in that group too. But before we jump there, I want to hear how was your journey from internship to an employee? How you decided to stay and how was your interviews to, the people to come in?
So I will say my first internship is when I had the most amount of interviews. I had 5 interviews. Well, actually, I think it was 6.
I had 6 interviews as well,
Yeah.
11 years ago. Yes.
That one was it was tough getting in because, they want to make sure that they're hiring good people and they do a good job of hiring the right people. The second internship, I just had 1 interview with my manager and I had enough recommendations from the previous one I didn't need anymore. And then going in full time, it was even easier than that second internship because I had so many recommendations and my work had already reached the desk of my future manager. So it seemed like it was really easy for my current manager, Muriel Martin, to just say, yes, let's hire him right now.
Excellent. But do you have any story between these interviews, 6, and then you said 2, and then 1 with Muriel? Do you have any unforgettable moments Like this.
I do remember in my very first interview with my first manager as an intern, he comes in, Marlon Banta, he walks in cargo shorts and like a ripped up t-shirt. And he sat down and he saw I was in a full suit and tie.
Of course.
And he saw I gave him kind of a funny look, like, who is this? Is he this is my manager?
Are you an executive?
And he sits down and he goes, yeah, I've been here for a while, so I can wear shorts, but you're gonna stick with jeans or something for now.
But
you don't have
not
to.
a suit.
Yeah, no suits, definitely not.
You must say yes.
Yes, 100%.
Nice. And then you started as an employee which year?
It was December of 2019, so I'm coming up on 3 years in the next week, actually.
Oh, so sweet. So congratulations for your
Thank you.
3 years in Dassault Systèmes. And what are you doing now?
Right now, I actually have 2 managers. So I started just working for Muriel, doing a lot of sales operations things and building demos, and now I'm also part of a digital team that they focus on purely making digital content, which means I get to play around in the software and design things all the time, which I love.
This is what you are doing, all videos about 3D Experience Works, correct?
Correct.
3D Experience Works is our new portfolio. We expand our solutions for our users to help them more. And we have 3D Experience platform. It has too many apps and too many solutions for users. And I know Gian has many videos, and we can give the links to it right now. And then you guys if you want to see, you can check them. But do you want to talk about also 3D Experience platform? Because you said it was so easy to learn SolidWorks when you joined. Can you say the similar thing for the platform, 3D Experience platform? And how do you find it? Is it easy to use, or how is it?
So it's definitely has a lot more in it than SolidWorks. You know, the capabilities in it are pretty impressive. You know, it has such a far reach, and that can make learning it just take a little bit longer. But you know, if you can learn SolidWorks, then you can learn 3D Experience.
Yeah, it's good because I know your videos are very famous also on YouTube.
Some of them a little bit. I don't know if I call them famous, but
I can call them, and then when people visit it, they will see that. So my last question, Gian, for you, do you have any suggestion for the students for their dreams or their internship plan? What do you suggest them to be successful in their life, and if they want to stay their company who they join as an intern? What will be your suggestion for them?
So the first thing I would say is just keep your options open. All right, there's nothing that you can't do, especially when as a young person, just don't pigeonhole yourself too early. Keep your options open. And one thing I wish I did more when I was in college was actually look at real job postings for the jobs that I thought I want, because I thought I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. And then once I got through school and I started looking at those jobs, I was like, I don't know how fun this would actually be. And that's where I kind of fell into this instead, because I really enjoyed what I was doing, and I was doing so many different things. So that's what I would say for internships. When you're in an internship, leave your mark. Okay, there's nothing better that you can do than make your work known, and just if it's good enough to sign your name to, then, or you want it to be good enough that you're proud to sign your name to it, and people will notice and they'll want to keep you there.
Yeah, so as I understand, you didn't afraid of anything. You just jumped to stuff to understand what's happening there. Was it like that?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it can be nerve-wracking at times, but that's
Of
the thing
course.
that I loved about my first internship. Really set the tone that at this company, there are no stupid questions. There are no silly questions. It's better to ask than to leave it unsaid. And 10 times out of 10, somebody will either have a good answer for you, or they will find a person that can get you that answer.
Great, great. Thank you very much, Gian,
thank
for your time and for your journey to share with us. Have a great life. Thank you.
Thank you.